Hello everyone, today our topic is how to create WordPress user from ActiveCampaign contact. So here my objective is that whenever I'm going to add a new contact in my ActiveCampaign account, then automatically by using those details of the contact, I'm going to create a new user in WordPress. So after creating a new user in WordPress, I'm going to send an email to that user with their login credential. So for that, I have to build a simple connection between ActiveCampaign, WordPress and Gmail. So for building this connection, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. In Pabbly Connect, I have to use trigger and actions. In trigger application, I'm going to use ActiveCampaign. In action application, first I'm going to use WordPress and then I'm going to use Gmail. So how I'm going to build this connection? For that, let me take you to my computer screen. I hope all you can see my computer screen, and today we are going to see that how we can create WordPress user from ActiveCampaign contacts. So here my objective is that whenever a new contact is added in ActiveCampaign, then automatically I want to use the details of that contact, and by these details I have to create a new user in WordPress. And after creating this WordPress user, I'm going to send an email to my user that a new user has been created by those details, and I'm going to send the login credentials on that email to my user. Now, I want this to happen automatically. For that, what I need to do is I need to build a connection between ActiveCampaign and WordPress. And for that, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. And by using Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build this connection without any coding and programming skills. So for using Pabbly Connect, what I have to do is I have to open a new tab and search for pabbly.com. And this will take us to this landing page of Pabbly. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly, you can just sign up for free and it will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get 100 of tasks free every month. Or if you already have an account, you can just sign in and you will get to see this page. So these are all the apps that Pabbly offers, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect here. For that, I have to click here on this Access Now button under Pabbly Connect, and this will direct us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here, this is the workflow section, and we can see all the workflows that we will create here. And this is the folder section. We can create new folder here, and we can save any workflow in any particular folder that we want. Now here, I want to create a new workflow. For that, I have to click here on this Create Workflow button, and this window will pop up. Here I have to name my workflow, so I'm going to name it as my objective, which is to create WordPress user from ActiveCampaign contact, and I'm going to select the folder where I want to save this workflow. For that, I have to open this tab, and in this tab I will find all the folders that I have created in my Pabbly Connect account. So in this, I have this particular folder of WordPress, so I'm going to use this. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to click on Create. And this will take us to this most important window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, trigger and action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. And trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is going to be the first step that will get executed in our workflow, and action will just follow that. So we have to set up our trigger first, and here my trigger application is going to be ActiveCampaign. So I'm going to select ActiveCampaign here, and now I have to give a trigger event. So I'm going to open this tab, and contact added will be my trigger event. So this is going to trigger when a new contact is added to a list. So I'm going to select this, and now I have to connect ActiveCampaign with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection. And to connect ActiveCampaign, what I have to do is I have to give an API key and the URL. So where I'm going to find these details, for that I have to go to my ActiveCampaign account. Now I have to go to settings, and in settings I have this option of developer. So I'm going to open this, and here I have my API key and the URL. So first I'm going to copy this API key. I will go back to Pabbly Connect, and I'm going to paste that API key here. Now I need the URL. So for that I have to go back to ActiveCampaign, and I'm going to copy this URL. I will go back to Pabbly Connect, and I'm going to paste that here. Now I only need my URL with my ActiveCampaign account name. So I have to clear this. So I'm going to clear this, and this is going to be my URL that I need. Now I'm going to click on save. And here I have successfully connected ActiveCampaign with Pabbly Connect. Now here what I need to do is first I have to select the list that I want to use to add contacts. So for this I have to go back to ActiveCampaign. Now I will go to contacts. I will go to lists. And here I have these three lists of contacts, and I'm going to use this list of master contact list. So I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect, and I'm going to map that. So for selecting the list, you have to open this tab, and in this tab, you'll find all the lists that are connected with your ActiveCampaign account. I'm going to use this list of master contact list. So I'm going to select this, and now I have to give a webhook name. So I have to give any webhook name just for the reference. So I'm going to give a name of demo. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to give my name, which is demo. And now I'm going to click on Save and Send as Request button. And here it is waiting for response. So how I'm going to get this response? For that, what I need to do is I need to create a new contact in my ActiveCampaign account. For that, I have to go back to ActiveCampaign. I will open this list of master contact list. And here I'm going to click here on this add a contact button. And here I have to fill all these details to create a new contact. So my first name of contact will be Jane. My last name will be Karas. So my name will be Jane Karas. And now I have to give the email. So my email will be janekaras12@pabblytudes.com, and I will give a random mobile number. So this is going to be my mobile number, and I have filled all the details of my contact here. Now I'm going to click on add. I will add this to my list. So I'm going to open this add to list option, and I'm going to select my list. So my list is of master contact list. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to click on apply. And here in my list, I can see I have added this new contact. So my contact name is Jane Karas. This is my email address, which is janekaras12@pabblytudes.com. And this is my random mobile number. Now we'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see I have received this new response. So in this response, I have this type of contact, which is subscribe. And also I have all these details of my contact. So my first name of contact is Jane, last name is Karas. This is my email address, which is janekaras12@pabblytudes.com, and I have this contact phone number. So these are the details of the new contact that I have just added in my ActiveCampaign account, and I have received all these details here in Pabbly Connect. Now what I need to do is I need to use all these details, and I have to create a new user in WordPress. So for that, what I have to do is I have to set up my actions tab. So I'm going to open this tab, and here my action application is going to be WordPress. So I'm going to select WordPress here. And now I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab, and create a user will be my action event. So I'm going to select this. And now I'm going to connect WordPress with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection. Now for connecting my WordPress account, I need my WordPress username, email, my WordPress password, and my base URL. So I'm going to fill all these details here. So this is my username and password. Now what I need is I need my base URL. So for that, I have to go back to my WordPress account. And here in my WordPress account, I have this path URL. So in my path URL, I have my base URL. So I'm going to copy this till this WP3. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect, and I'm going to paste that here. So this is going to be my base URL. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on save, and I've successfully connected WordPress with Pabbly Connect. Now here for creating the user, I need all these details, and I have all these details from the contact that I have added in my ActiveCampaign account. So I have received all those details here, and I'm going to use all those details. First, I need the email address. So I'm going to map my email address of the contact that I've created in ActiveCampaign, and I'm going to map that here. So for that, I have to use mapping. And what mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous tabs, and the data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So for mapping, I have to click here. I will open this response of ActiveCampaign, and in this, I have this email address. So I'm going to map this. So this is going to be the email address of my user. Now I have to give a username. So for the username, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here. I will open this response of ActiveCampaign. So I'm going to use the first name of my contact. I will give an underscore, and now I'm going to map the last name. So this is going to be my username, which is Jane_Karas. Now I have to give a password. So for the password of my user, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a combination of the first name of my contact and some symbols. So I'm going to click here. I will open this response of ActiveCampaign, and I'm going to map the first name of my contact, and I will give my combination of some symbols. So my symbol will be @123. So this is going to be the password. Now I have to give the first name, last name. So I'm going to click here. I will open this response of ActiveCampaign, and this is my first name, which is Jane. So I'm going to map this. Similarly, I'm going to map the last name. Now I have to map the full name of my user. So I'm going to click here. I will open the response of ActiveCampaign, and this is the first name. I'm going to give a space, and I'm going to map the last name. Now I need the nickname. So I'm not going to give any nickname. I need the description. So I'm going to click here. I will open the response of ActiveCampaign, and in the description, I'm going to give the type of my contact, which is of subscribe. So I'm going to map this. And now I have to give the role to my user. So I'm going to click here. And in this, I'm going to give the role of subscriber. So I'm going to select this. So I have filled all the required details here. Now what I need to do is I need to click on Save and Send as Request button. And here I have successfully created this new user. So this is the email address. This is the first name, last name, and this is my username. Now to check this, I will go back to my WordPress account. And here I will go to users. And now I'm going to search for my user, which is Jane_Karas. So I'm going to search that user. And here we can see that I have added this user in my WordPress account. So this is the username of my user, which is Jane Karas. The name is Jane Karas. Email is janekaras12@pabblytudes.com and the role is of subscriber. So here I have used the details of the new contact that I have added in my ActiveCampaign account, and automatically by using those details, I have created a new user in my WordPress account. Now I will go back to Pabbly Connect. Now here what I need to do is I need to send the login credential to my user through email. So for that I have to set up my last action step and I have to send an email to my user with the login credentials. So for that what I have to do is I have to search for my action application, which is going to be Gmail. So I'm going to select Gmail here and I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab and send email will be my action event. So I'm going to select this. And now I have to connect Gmail with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection and I will connect with Gmail. And now I have to click on continue to give access to my account. So I'm going to click here and I have successfully connected Gmail with Pabbly Connect. Now for sending the email, I have to fill all these details. So first I have to give my recipient email address. So here what I have to do is I have to map the email address of my user that I've just created in WordPress. So I'm going to click here. I will open this response of WordPress and here this is my email address. So I'm going to map this and now I have to give the email subject. So my email subject will be WordPress login credentials and now I have to select my email content type. So I'm going to open this tab and I have just two options of plain and HTML. So my content type will be of plain. So I'm going to select this and now I have to give my email content. So for that I have to type my email body that I want to send to my user, and in my email content I'm going to give the login credential of the user that I have created in my WordPress account. So I'm going to type my email content here. So this is going to be my email content and in this I have this message, hello, we have added you as a user. These are your login credentials, username, password, and you can log in by clicking on this link and you can use these credentials to log in. So this is going to be my email content and in this what I am going to do is I'm going to first map the name of my contact. So after hello I'm going to click here. I will open the response of WordPress and this is the name of my user. So I'm going to map this. Similarly, I'm going to map the username of my user. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to open this response of WordPress and here this is my username. So I'm going to map this. Now I have to give the password. So for the password, I have to give a space and in password, I have used the combination of the first name of my user and the symbol, which is @123. So I'm going to type my password here. So I'm going to open the response of WordPress. This is the first name of my user, which is Jane. So I'm going to map this. I will give my symbol, which is @123. And this is the link that I want to send for my user to log in. And this is going to be my email content. So I have mapped all the details here. Now what I need to do is I need to scroll down and I'm going to click on save and send test showcase button. And here I have received this response. So this is a positive response and this means that I have sent this email automatically to my user. Now to check this, I will go back to my Gmail account. And here I have sent this new email to my user. So I have sent this email to this particular email address, which is janekaras12@pabblytudes.com. And here I have the subject, which is WordPress login credentials. And I have my email content, which is hello Jane Karas. We have added you as a user and these are your login credentials. We have the username, password, and we have this link to log in. So I have sent this particular email to my user that I have just created in WordPress by using the details of the contact that I have added in my ActiveCampaign account. Now to check this in real time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to ActiveCampaign and in this list, I'm going to add a new contact. So I'm going to click here on this add a contact button. Now I have to give the first name of my contact. So my first name will be Gary. I will give a last name. So my last name will be Monroe and I have to give an email address. So my email will be garymonroe32@pabblytudes.com and I will give a random mobile number. So this is going to be the random mobile number. Now I have to click on add and I have to select the list. So my list is already selected. Now I'm going to apply this. And here I have added this new contact automatically in my ActiveCampaign account. So the full name is Gary Monroe, email is garymonroe32@pabblytudes.com and I have this random mobile number. Now here what should happen is that automatically by using these details of my contact, a user should automatically be added in my WordPress account and an email with the login credential should be sent to that particular user. Now to check this, I will go back to my WordPress account. I'm going to search for my user. So my user is Gary Monroe. So I'm going to search my user. And here in my WordPress account, we can see I have this new user. So the username is Gary_Monroe and the name of my user is Gary Monroe. Email is garymonroe32@pabblytudes.com and the role is of subscriber. So here we can see that I have used the details of the contact that we have just added in my ActiveCampaign account and by those details, a new user automatically has been created in my WordPress account. Now we have to check whether we have sent an email to this user with the login credential or not. So for that, I'm going to open my Gmail account. And here we can see I have automatically sent this new email to my new user that I've created in WordPress. So this email was sent to garymonroe32@pabblytunes.com. And we have this email subject, which is WordPress login credential. And we have this email content, which is, hello Gary Monroe, we have added you as a user and these are your login credentials. Username is Gary Monroe, password is Gary@123, and you can log in by clicking on this link. So here we can see I have sent this email to my user with their login credential of the WordPress account. So here we can see that my connection between ActiveCampaign and WordPress is working successfully. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here I've built this connection between ActiveCampaign, WordPress and Gmail in such a way that whenever a new contact will be added in my ActiveCampaign account, then automatically by using those details of the contact, a new user will be created in my WordPress account. And after creating that user, an email will be sent to that user automatically with the login credential of their WordPress account. So let's summarize what we did here. So first I have set up my trigger, and my trigger application was ActiveCampaign and my trigger event was contact added. Then I have set up my actions tab, and my action application was WordPress and my action event was create a user. Then I have set up my last actions tab, and my action application was Gmail and my action event was send email. So this is how I have successfully created this workflow, and you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description so you can check it out from there. And thank you for watching this video. Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this using Pabbly Connect. If you need any help or if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can post them at forum.pabbly.com, or if you have any issue with the pricing of Pabbly, you can connect on this link. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.